Okay, we should be live now. Gonna make sure this is all good, and then we can start. This is all good, and then we can start. The audio sounds normal. Okay, that's good. All right, we should be good. What's going on, Pokemon Football Whiz? Yeah, Bears. So that's not the OFL draft class. Before anyone asks, that's the Eagles draft class. And that's a different save file. I know it says we're playing the Vikings in that save file, who we actually play next in the Eagles series, but that is a different save file. That will not spoil what happened in the Viking game, because I already recorded it. All right, here we go. Into the correct save file this time. I think the Chiefs are going to win too. I don't really know. I mean, we have no clue what to expect here. It's anybody's guess. I have not touched the sliders, and I do want to do that real quick before we start. That's the wrong button. Wish you made it to the super. The super what? The super game? Are we on 8-minute quarters? I don't think I touched that. It might still be 6. Nope. Okay, I did touch it. For now, we're going to do 8-minute quarters like we did last year in OFL 21. And then for sliders, I was going to Google best Madden CPU versus CPU sliders, but I haven't had time. So we're going to do that now. And I can't... Why do I keep pressing the wrong button? If I can't find any, we'll just kind of guess. I haven't watched a CPU versus CPU Madden game this year, so I have no clue how this is going to go. So if it's rough, if one team ends up winning 40-0, do not get mad at me. Okay, so QB accuracy, it tells me to go down, which I definitely agree. We'll have on 15 and 20. I'm kind of basing off what I know from the Eagles sliders as well. Pass blocking needs to go up for both. Actually, I'm going to have it both for both at 65. If anyone has any suggestions for the sliders, you can chime in. Wide receiver catching, I'll keep it 50. Run blocking needs to be 100 for both. I know how this game works with run blocking. I think it was at 100 last year in 21. Fumbles needs to go up. We'll do 75 for both. When the fumble slider is higher, I believe that means they're less. And if I'm wrong, then there's going to be a lot of fumbles, and we don't want that. Pass coverage, I think I want at 100 for both. But interceptions is going to be down at we'll start at 20 for both. And then tackling 50. How about that? We'll start with these for now. If they suck, I might as well keep the QB accuracies consistent. I'll do both at 20. No, that's too high. I'll do both at 20. If Kellen Mond and Josh Allen are both perfect today, then I'll know what to do. 69 for pass blocking. You know what? We're close enough. We're just experimenting here, so. And then the field goal power I like to have up. The field goal accuracy I like to have down. And then injuries I like to move up to around 50. Did Kellen Mond go up to star? I will check that real quick. And then we can start. I don't remember what his numbers were. I also kind of want to see real quick if Tyree Jackson did. And those would be the only dead things with check, not PJ. Because Tyree threw for a lot of yards. Darn. The roster video will probably be today, if not tomorrow. So that's when you'll be able to see your rosters. We want the Bears. Kellen Mond only is normal, but he's going up quite a bit this year. And now is a chance to lead his team to the promised land. They have Jackson's favorite QB room, Kellen Mond and Taylor Heineke. OFL 22 Bobby Wagner is about to be the greatest player. No, fumbles at 75 means there's less fumbles, which I only learned this year when I was doing Eagle sliders because Jalen Hurts fumbled it too much when I was doing some early experimenting stuff. Are we going to send the offseason? Yes. So we're going to watch the OFL Bowl today. I'm going to send the offseason. We'll show retirements. We'll show regression. And then I'll have a roster video and re-signings up either tonight or tomorrow. So for the first time in OFL 22, Siri, give me a whole number between 1 and 2. Siri has selected 2. So I believe that would mean we are going to use the Chiefs. I would say we can pick jerseys for both teams because I do have 2 PS5 controllers, but one of them does not work right now. The X button, for whatever reason, does not work, and that's like the most important button on the thing, which is annoying, but whatever. So let's just hop into it. Our first watch game in OFL 22 between the Bears and the Chiefs. Honestly, I would be happy either way with these two teams winning. Meals has been here for a while. His teams have never really been all that good, although I think he's done a good job of team building. And now his Kansas City Chiefs have an opportunity to win it in the sim year. As for the Bears, they have a new coach, but Blade Raven seems to be pretty active in the community. He has done a pretty good job of building this team so far. And I don't know how often I'm going to get to root for the Bears in OFL 22, considering they're in our division. So honestly, I don't really have a problem with either of these teams winning. Wow, that presentation was really short. That was like 30 seconds. Is it normally that short, or are they doing a coin flip thing? Oh, they're doing the coin flip. Okay, that explains a lot. I would do the Bears orange jerseys if my other controller was not broken. I forgot they had Tariq Cohen back. That's right. I don't know these rosters very well, to be brutally honest. So we're going to learn together about these two teams. I can name probably a few players on both of these squads. For the OFL Bowls, we do not sim if it becomes a blowout. For those people who are new, usually when games become blowouts, we sim at the end, but we don't do that for OFL Bowls. So the Bears will start with the ball. Let me see the game audio. Does it sound good? We don't do that for OFL Bowls. So the Bears will start with the ball. Let me see the game. That sounds pretty good, but I'm going to make it a little bit quieter. But that doesn't sound too bad. That would be in volume control. So if I do it at like 40, that'll probably sound good. By the way, congrats to Octi for finally coming to a consensus and admitting the Cavs are better than the Pistons. Well, I think the Pistons will figure it out. I don't think they'll be the worst team in the league. I don't think they'll be good. But, I mean, Cleveland's been impressive, and I don't really have an excuse for them slowing down at this point, so typing it again so Octi can read it. Well, I read it this time. Wish I had discovered you much earlier in my YouTube. Well, at least you found me now. You came at a good time, I'll say that. Like the old Super Bowl pregame better. I mean, at least Madden did something different this year, and it wasn't as corny as last year's pregame. Last year's pregame thing, like, was not good. I found it to be really corny. What team is... Cohen is on the Bears in real life. Mond way overthrows his target. So, was the QB accuracy too low? Is Kellen Mond going to complete 25% of his passes today? Octi said in his stream the Cavs ceiling was not the play-in. Well, I mean, there's still a strong chance the Cavs don't make the play-in. At this point, if I were to bet, I would say they do at least make the play-in. But that's not some guarantee. We're 11 games into the year. Ricky Rubio is not dropping 37 a night. So here is Josh Allen, the quarterback. Which team is Josh Allen the pass rusher on? I don't remember. I don't know these rosters very well. But again, we're going to figure him out as we go on. Marlon Mack loses 2. Mack was on the Chiefs last year at the end of OFL 21. So he's going to be pretty easy to remember because I'm used to him being on the Chiefs. Do you want Matt? I figured I maybe would try Matt 10 sliders, but for now, I'll try these because I think Matt 10 sliders are usually meant for like longer games than 8 minutes. Oh, I've kept this on sim by accident. Usually I have it on competitive. I mean, we can try it on sim today. See if it works. Is that Deontay Harris? I forgot they had Deontay Harris, the former Diablo. Deontay Harris knows a thing or two about performing in OFL bowls. That's going to be a little touching. Who's a superstar in Kansas City's offense? I don't know who that is. Who? What superstar receiver do they have? Oh, Deontay Harris has superstar now. Oh, probably because he made the Pro Bowl as a kick return. Imagine if the other Josh Allen was on the Bears. That'd be funny. I feel like he's on Denver. The other Josh Allen. I'm probably wrong. But if he is, that means they play each other twice a year. Deep ball in the end zone. Broken up. That was not a bad throw. Third and 10. They only get about 5. Does that mean ETN has superstar? I don't think it's like a guarantee he does. He might have it, but you don't go up in depth just for making Pro Bowl. I assume you mean getting to the quarterback is a huge issue. Who are your guys' pass rushers? I know Gallimore because he had the play earlier. Yeah, most of the time Pro Bowl returners don't get a dev, but I don't think Deontay Harris had superstar going into the year. He had superstar last year. That's why I drafted him in the fantasy draft, and obviously it paid off. But in Madden 22, I think he only had star. Frank Clark, okay. Well, it's better than nothing. I mean, Chiefs fans will tell you that's nothing, and they're not totally wrong. James Robinson, who has superstar dev. I thought about drafting Robinson. Originally, when I was doing some early experiments, I saw, goddamn, James Robinson is a beast in Madden Sim. But then I realized every good young running back was a beast in Madden Sim. I think James Robinson was on the board, though, when I picked Gibson. I kind of regret that a little bit now. I mean, Gibson had a good year. I'm not really worried about him. But James Robinson is a superstar now, and he doesn't. Robinson on 3rd down does not get the first. Kansas City will never stop. Williams, I wonder who that could be. There's not oh, is that Greedy Williams? I think Greedy Williams is on this team. Yeah, see, guys, I don't know these rosters very well yet. What's going on, Boomy? Bilal Nichols, that's right. Nichols is on the Bears just like in real life, too. Deontay Harris has been the go-to guy so far. Who else do they have at receiver? You know, I could check the roster video now if I wanted to. That would actually be kind of a smart idea. Imagine you needed running back when you have CMC, ETN, and Jake Funk. Imagine bragging that you have Jake Funk on your team. The Bears have 7 total yards today. Yeah, these sliders, if you guys can't tell, are not a finished product. I'm pretty sure in the OFL Bowl in the sim year last year, Cam Jordan had 6 sacks. So, these sliders will definitely be adjusted as the year goes on, to say the least. But I did find a slider set I really liked at the end of last year for OFL 21. So hopefully we find that pretty quickly here in 22. Okay, there's a nice gain. Is that... I don't know who that is. I couldn't tell you. Number 13 on the Chiefs is Michael Gallup. I did not realize they had Michael Gallup. Better than the Antonio Gibson fraud, says the Washington football team fan. Don't need a running back when you have 2 North Carolina boys. And I think both of them are really underrated in real life. Javonte Williams is a beast, and Michael Carter is quietly really good. Like, he's looking like a stud for the Jets in real life. Third and 4, Josh Allen looking for the end zone. It is caught. Our first touchdown in OFL 22 is by Michael Gallup. And it's the Kansas City Chiefs who start off well. Quarterback ratings are usually not that big of a deal in Madden Sim, but today so far they are. So if you have a crappy quarterback like me, I don't know if that's really a good sign. Although, again, we're only one quarter in, so there's still plenty of time. Dynamic duo, Mike White and Michael Carter. Imagine saying that a year ago. Although the Jets having 2 wins, I guess, would make sense a year ago. One quarter down, and the Bears have the same amount of first downs as they do points today. 0. The Chiefs lead 10-0 so far. Who is the number 1 pick? Apple has the number 1 pick for the Washington football team. Imagine if FG makes a trash QB class. That'd be funny. I think FG, from what I've seen him do in FGFL and last year in OFL, it seems like the first quarterback class is usually the best, and they get worse as time goes on. If you remember last year in OFL, we had Alexei Smirnov and Riley Painter, along with IT, Scuda, probably some others. What was Kellen Mond doing there? He was like the final year of Alexei Smirnov, where he kept running into defensive linemen. Kyle Trask is in shambles. Azeez Ojulari is a beast. True that. Yeah, the Bears are not looking too good so far. There's still a lot of time. But they are looking like a team who barely snuck into the playoffs at 9-8, which is how they got in. He says, the Bears, wake up. Come on, Bear. I want this to be a competitive game, more than anything. I'd be happy with either of these teams winning, because I like both of the coaches. I think they are both pretty good, and they're both pretty active throughout the community. I know Mills lives in Australia, but he still comments and whatnot whenever he can. 3rd and 4, big tackle by Chicago, and they're going to force a punt. An advanced happy... Is that what Canada calls Veterans Day? Or am I dumb? That would make sense, because you remember veterans, but Memorial Day is where you remember the dead ones. Am I being stupid right now, or am I right? So now the Bears have the back still with no first downs. Maybe the game is like 40-0 will sim, but I don't like to sim in OFL rules. If this was any other game and it got bad, then I would, but... Kellen Mond keeps himself. Mond with the first down. Good run. They finally have a first down. The Bears have a number 52 on their team, and his name is not Khalil Mack. You know where Mack is, though? He's on the couch in Minnesota with his buddy Myles Garrett. Mond is quickly sacked by Sidney Jones. The Bears' offensive line is not very good, though. Kellen Mond, although he has not thrown the ball great, in his defense, he has not had a lot of time to throw it. Gain of 10 for, I believe, Stephon Diggs. I know Diggs is on this team. I just on the Bears, and Trayvon Diggs is on the Packers, or I guess the Huskies. Which both teams are in the same division. That's cool. Why would you do that? I'm getting OFL 21 flashbacks of checkdowns on 3rd and long. I see those are still here in Madden 22. I see those are not gone. I wonder what type of clock management shenanigans we'll have this year. Oh, do we have our first what a punt of the year? Yes, we do. What a punt. Down at the 4. I don't know who their punter is, but that was a nice punt. I know he's not the best punter in the division because, well, we have Jack Fox. But nonetheless, we finally get a water punt. And the punt really was all for nothing. That was a nice hit stick animation. Nearly saw a fumble, but Marlon Mack holds on. That's Jamal Adams. I think we might see quite a few hit stick forced fumbles from him. I believe he was the Bears' first-round pick. Or maybe he was their second. I don't know. Him and Diggs are the top 2 picks. That's what I know. They'll count that as a pass. It's a loss of 2 for Michael Gallup. Do they have any other receivers other than Gallup and Deontay Harris? Not that those 2 are bad. I mean, Deontay Harris is good in this game. I know that quite well from OFL 21 when he had the game-winning touchdown to give me a ring. Jamal was their second. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Stephon Diggs usually falls to the second, so that would make sense. Basically, I was watching my friends throw stuff in the woods during bio class. Well, that's where it gets bad first, because bio class sucks. Up at a wood a lot, so friend said we had a witness. I need you to write better English there, Chief. I don't know what you're saying. I'm confusion. Threw stuff into the woods. That's really all I understand. 2-minute warning. 10-0. Chiefs up. And they have the ball. Lost some Chiefs with wild card. Well, assuming Kansas City holds on, at least you can say you lost to the champs. Ooh, here's a big play after the catch. Down the field to the 30. Marlon Mack with a big start to this game. Whenever we watched the Chiefs last year when they had Marlon Mack, he always had 1 or 2 like really big plays every watch game, it felt like. Allen for the end zone. It's a touchdown for Deontay Harris. What a first half for Josh Allen, who has never really been good in the OFL before. I mean, Nick knows this all too well from OFL 20 when he completed like 2 passes in the first half of the playoff game. That was fun. I'm not ready to say the Bears are dead, but they don't look good. I have the exact same sliders for both sides, so I figured there was a chance it would be very offense-heavy or very defense-heavy, but I didn't think it would be a blowout. I guess the Chiefs are just a better watch team. Although the Bears do have good players who would do well in watch. I don't trust Kellen Mond in watched yet, because this is the first time I've seen him. It is not sim time yet. We're in the first half. I don't sim in the first half in a regular season game. But yes, the Bears are not looking too hot. Kellen Mond going to roll out. That's going to be a flag. He was at least 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. I don't know what he was doing. Kellen Mond does not look great so far. Which, again, seeing a lower-rated quarterback struggle does not give me hope with my QB being Tyree Jackson. If Kellen Mond's struggling, then I'm a little bit worried about Tyree. That's all I can really say. They might just run the ball. Yeah. Not much for J-Rob. Went to school, got a new bank account, and completed your I-9-4 for 5 guys. Holy W, minus the school part. That's not a W. This is the guy Jax has been sucking off. I know, right? Didn't Jax say he was the best QB in the draft? What happened to that? I don't think the Chiefs are going to score again in this half, but the Bears do not look all that good so far. I accidentally wrote OFL Ball 14, but I think this is OFL Ball 15. Oh, gotta edit the title. I kept thinking there was 5 OFL Bowls last year, but I forgot about the sim year. So that would mean they were 6. Will it let me edit the title since we're currently live? Okay, yeah. There we go. He says, Jax, you're not old enough to get a credit card. Burn. 2nd and 1. Josh Allen goes short. He's got to go out of bounds. Yep. They might take a field goal. They do have Mason Crosby. No way you're right. Jax is probably no more than 11. Typical Madden with the check down. Although that's not an awful decision. Actually, that could have been really bad because that clock almost ran out. Thinking Kellen Mond is the best QB in the draft is like thinking the Pistons are better than the Cavs at best. I had fair reasoning, okay? I had fair reasoning, and I was wrong, and I'll own it. 20-0 at the end of the first half. A dominant showing by the Kansas City Chiefs. I can say that I picked this game correctly. I had the Chiefs winning. Most people have the Bears. But I had the Chiefs. Who else got it right with me? Nick doesn't count, and Julio. We're the only ones who got it right. Let's expose all the people who got it wrong. Nickinator, Jax, Football Wiz, Garrett, Sports Gaming YT. You're all dumb. I'm kidding. But you all got it wrong. And then Boomy said the Huskies. Well, he's not right, but he's not wrong either, I guess. Okay, can I, like, get out of the screen? It's not going to let me get out of the screen. Okay, yes it will. All right, on to the second half. If the game gets really bad, we will sim, but since it's an OFL bowl, again, I would prefer not to. You did say the Chiefs, you're right. I was just looking at the Discord thing, but you did say the Chiefs, so you're right as well. Yeah, Blade never picked the Bears to win. Obviously, he wants him to. It's his team. If I was the Bears, I would want to win. When will the draft be? I don't know, because we still have re-signings and free agency, and I also need to still figure out how we're going to do scouting. Hey, Bears, can you wake up? I agree. Wake up, Bears. It's not winter. Actually, it's February. The Bears usually aren't awake in February. The sliders for user and CPU are the same. Is being the user that okay? Because the Chiefs are a team with user play. It could be that. I did when Mobley went off. So why are you saying Josh Giddey is better? Or you did at least. Oh boy, another bomb! Okay, that was good coverage. Good throw, but good coverage. Jax is a Giddey fanboy, indeed. I had a good meme in the server. I'm proud of it, about him being a Giddey fanboy. Oh, I don't think they got it. I think they're going to go for it. You have it at 42. It's 4th and inches. It's not field goal range, but you're in 4-down territory. You got to go for it. What the hell are they doing? If you're not going to go for it, punt it. I don't agree with this call at all. 59-yard field goal attempt for Mason Crosby. Yeah. Our first coaching blunder of OFL 22. There you go. Put up highlight videos a couple hours before. That would be too much work, though. Like, what? Highlight videos of all the players in the draft? Is that what you're saying? That would be way too... That doesn't help anybody. That doesn't really give people information, and it would also be a lot of work for them. Are the Cavs playoff... When you say playoff contenders, do you mean a team who could make the playoffs or a team who could make a run in the playoffs? Do I think they could make the playoffs? Yes. Holy cow, what a throw. Pass interference on KC. So that brings them at the 1, doesn't it? I'll get back to my point on the Cavs in a second. Yep, down to the 1, Logan Ryan. That field goal call by the Chiefs might have put the Bears back in this game. Now they just got to punch it in with James Robinson. Or why? Why do you have to get cute, Bears? Who can make... Then the answer is yes. The Cavs are playoff contenders. I don't think they're contenders to go far. I don't think the Cavs are going to win a playoff series. Although I suppose it's possible. I would say very unlikely. Second and goal. Nope. They just got to keep trying to run it in. They have James Robinson, who's a power back. They got to give him the ball and not question it. Good. Okay, that was just did not work. You got to go for it. You're down by 20. Don't wuss out. They're wussing out. I'm disappointed. It's still a 3-possession game with a field goal. So, you do all that for 3 points. I'm disappointed, Bears. The Knicks are definitely not better than the Knicks. No, definitely not. Jax, if you're to rank all the teams in the East, where would the Cavs be? Because there are only a few teams who are not playoff contenders right now. Here, let me pull up the standings. There are teams who are out of the playoffs who are still... The 12th seed is a playoff contender because they're 2 spots back of the play-in. Okay, maybe not. The 11th seed is... Hold on, let me see. The Pistons probably are not. The Magic are not. Outside of that, everybody in the East has a realistic chance to make the playoffs, yes. I'm not saying that each team there has a good chance. Playoff contenders means a playoff team that's making a run for the title. So if your logic, no, the Cavs are not. No wonder why Mon wants to run it every down. Yeah, I think Josh Allen has to be the MVP of this game. I think undoubtedly. Yeah, what playbook is this? Although, I don't think it's the playbook's fault that they went for a field goal on 4th and goal. I know he did change his schemes. Let me see. The Bears are using the Ravens playbook. I don't know how good the Ravens playbook on offense is. I would imagine that would be a run-heavy playbook. That probably is why all the read options are there. That actually makes a lot of sense. Josh Allen is still wheeling and dealing. I am not used to seeing Josh Allen play like this. He's never been good in the OFL before. Last year in 21, where did Josh Allen start? I know he was with the Steamers at the end, and he wasn't all that good. Where was he before the Steamers? I have no clue. Did Boomy have Josh Allen at one point? I don't remember where Josh Allen was before he was on the Steamers. Kansas City is closer and closer to the end. Dallas did. I think you're right. Didn't they have Carson, though, too? No, they drafted Carson. They traded him to the Cavs. I think you're right. It might have been Dallas. Matt Nagy fuming over on the sideline. Well, this is Matt Nagy's last game. This is every coach's last game because after this season, I'm going to get rid of the owners and make everybody their coaches. I only had everybody as an owner for year 1 just so it was consistent. And so the teams who wanted to relocate could. Matt Nagy exists today, but he will not exist next year when he gets fired. In the game and in real life. But I guess every coach in the game will not exist next year. 3rd and 1. If the Chiefs don't get it, watch them go for it. Which would be smart. Okay, they did get it, I think. Yeah, they got it. Josh Allen's a big guy. They should just pound it in with him, to be honest. Or run shotgun, because why not? Watch there be a pick 6 here. That'd be funny. That's definitely not a pick 6. That's instead a touchdown for number 10, Laviska Shenault. I forgot they had him. So their receiving core is Michael Gallup, Laviska Shenault, and Deontay Harris. That's a nice trio. And Mills' entire team was drafted by the CPU keeper. And I think clearly they've done a pretty good job, considering they're in the OFL Bowl. Matt Nagy would get fired in this situation, too. Is this a worse game? The Broncos-Panther game wasn't even that bad. I don't think that game was a thriller, but that game wasn't that bad. The Seahawks-Bronco game was way worse. If we really want to talk about bad stuff, the Rams-Pats game was worse than all of these. The Rams-Pats game was worse than this one. Easily. Easily. I know the Bears never really have looked like they've had a shot. Did that just say the Bears have 24 yards? Did I read that right? Go back. Hold on. Did I read that correctly? I could go back on the stream. Hold on. Did I just see that the Bears had 24 yards of offense? 24 yards of total offense for the Bears, and the Chiefs had 346. Jeez. That is brutal. Well, now they have more than 24, because they just had their first down. Jeez, this is a massacre. 24 yards of offense. Did the Rams have 24 yards of offense in that game? I don't know. They had Jared Goff on the team, so probably. Fire Bears. Well, Matt Nagy's not going to be on that sideline next year. So that means the Bears are going to be good next year. 3rd and 10, Kellen Mond has all day. Mond now under pressure, going to try to run with it. Now they're going to go for it when they're practically done. Kellen Mond is a scrub. We want Heineke. If only we could have 28-3, I know. Mond loses more yards on the ground. Yeah, this is getting ugly. So our first game of OFL 22, obviously, was not as close as we would hope, but we have time to adjust. Maybe we want to watch a couple preseason to test out sliders. Because for those who were here at the beginning of OFL 21, early in that first season, our sliders were really bad. Like, we had 5 interceptions a game from each team. I know we watched Nick's team, the Thunderbirds, in one of the first games of OFL 21, and Patrick Mahomes had like 4 interceptions. And the other quarterback did too. I don't remember who they played. Please, I'll try to get the roster video tonight. I can't guarantee it, but that's what I'm going to try. It was like Craig Roman's play calling. I'm going to go eat dinner. We will get them next year. Do the Bears play the Chiefs next year? Hopefully. Kansas City with another touchdown. Josh Allen, that was 4. I'm going to try to get it today. Again, I cannot guarantee, but we're going to try. Guys, good night. Josh Allen put him to sleep. Great effort, Mon. Thanks for coming in. And yes, Josh Allen definitely put the Bears to sleep. Wonder who's going to open up. I guess we usually find out the schedules around draft time. In real life and in the game. So I guess during the draft stream we'll figure out who the Chiefs play. Kellen Mond is just running like a madman in the pocket tonight. He looks like he has no clue what's happening. Second and 17. Here's Kellen Mond on the run. That ball was in the air for an awful long time. It's picked off. We might have flagged. Look out for the pass interference. Want to play us to open up the season? Would we play Houston? If we would, that'd be a fun game. Kellen Mond has taken so many hits today. Watching him has been brutal. Nope. And it gets worse and worse for the Bears. 3rd and 12. Okay, that was a risky throw, but it was a good one. I believe Cleveland plays the NFC South. Oh, interesting. I know Cleveland played our division this year, so we won't play Nick until Season 4. Unless we meet the OFL Bowl. Which, no, imagine that's not going to happen. They're not going to let Nick make an actual OFL Bowl. It's the Ravens' offensive playbook, so it's basically Greg Mervin's play calling. So that's why there's all the read options and whatnot. I guess the Ravens' playbook is good for a mobile QB, which, I mean, Kellen Mond is mobile. But he just has not known how to run it today. Plus the second-place team from the NFC East. I don't remember who won that day. Was it Dallas? It obviously wasn't Washington. I think the Eagles were pretty bad too. So is it the Giants who finished second? No, I think the Giants made the playoffs. So it's probably Dallas, but I do not remember. Or if we play an extra AFC-NFC game, that's true. You're right. 4th and 12, down by 31. They're really kicking a field goal. I don't get it. I know the game's over, but like, who kicks a field goal down 31? They're not going for an onside, so they're pretty much waving the white flag. Which I don't blame them. They're down by a lot. So they're just going to run the clock out. I imagine the Bears won't call timeouts? Yeah, no, okay. So this game is done. Who is going to win Super Bowl MVP? Will it be A, Josh Allen, B, Josh Allen, or C, Josh Allen? And then D will be Tyree Jackson. So my guess is D. Jack says A. Good answer. You're probably right. It's not going to be... Deontay Harris has been good, but Josh Allen has been a menace. I don't know why they would throw him. Definitely Tyree Jackson. You know ball. But no, it's going to be Josh Allen. As it should. Deontay Harris would probably finish in second place, but... Are we going to get to see Kellen Mond launch a Hail Mary? That'll be cool. This is going to be the highlight of the game. It better not be a sack. I want to see Kellen Mond yeet a Hail Mary. Our first Hail Mary in OFL 22 in the OFL Bowl from Kellen Mond of the Bears. And it's incomplete. So there you go. It is now official. The Kansas City Chiefs are OFL Bowl 15 champions. Meals has won a ring for the first time in his coaching career. Is it a Mickey Mouse ring? Absolutely, but it is still a ring nonetheless. I don't think the Chiefs have ever won an OFL Bowl. RMP had them close in OFL 20. Walty had the Bears close a couple times in OFL 20. Bears obviously did not exist in OFL 21. They were the Steamers. New Super Bowl presentation. For those who did not know, Madden actually put in a new Super Bowl presentation this year for the first time in like a decade. Your Super Bowl MVP, most likely Josh Allen, holding up the Lombardi. It feels weird seeing Josh Allen hold a Lombardi in a Chiefs jersey. I don't know, that just seems wrong. That seems really wrong. Deontay Harris or rigged? Well, then it's probably going to be rigged. Because I don't think it'll be Deontay Harris. So one quarterback played really well today. One quarterback played really poorly. That pretty much sums it up. The Chiefs ran the ball well. The Bears did not. The Chiefs had all their playmakers have good games. Deontay Harris played really well. Gallup scored. The Bears' leading receiver, Marquise Brown, had 2 catches for 19 yards. And Bears superstar, Stephon Diggs, had 1 for 10. Neville Gallimore was good. 8 tackles, 3 for a loss. Demario Davis also had 3 sacks for Cox, Jones, Davis, Clowney, Jones, and Luvu. And then I don't think we had any turnovers. Yes, we will definitely be changing the sliders. Don't worry. Meals Mickey Mouse ring is still worth more than Jack's ring pop. He uses to pretend as an OFL. Well, Jax doesn't even have an OFL ball ring. So we're going to save it here. I'll just do 2. We're going to sim a week. We're going to check out regressions. We're going to check out retirements. And then that'll end the stream. And all the relocation stuff should be here. So if we want to take a look at all of the relocation teams real quick, see what some of the players look like in their new jerseys. Yep. I guess we'll go from top to bottom. The Columbus Aviators. I'm going to do all the roster stuff after the stream, but that'll be out hopefully fairly soon. I like these. I think the Aviator helmet would be cooler if it was darker, but I don't mind these at all. I think this is still a pretty cool combo. All the high teams here. Aviators, Bat, Beasts, Bison, Black Knights. A lot of early letter teams. We'll take a look at Dak. What if Tom Brady retired, Jax? That'd be funny if he did. Ooh, I like these. These colors are nice. Yeah, I like these a lot. The Brooklyn Beats. The Beats have always had nice jerseys. The baseball bats. That's what we're going to call them. The baseball bats. Yeah, these are fire. These are some of the best relocation jerseys in the game, without a doubt. The Oklahoma City Bison. Already have the backup plan. Is it trade for Kellen Mond? I like these colors. I think blue and orange on a jersey goes well together. The Black Knights, featuring #1 overall fantasy draft pick Aaron Donald. You will see when trade deadline. Oh, Jax has a new quarterback, and his name rhymes with Melon Kond. I think all of these jerseys are cool, to be brutally honest. The Toronto Huskies. They have one of the more unique designs. They go with a lot of different colors, and I don't mind it. I think it's a creative look. I think the blue face mask looks sweet. The Salt Lake City Pioneers. I'm the only one who likes these jerseys. I think that this design, okay, I don't love the pants, but I think the jersey and the helmet itself is cool. I think this is a good-looking jersey. They kind of give, the Husky ones kind of give Seahawk vibes, yeah. The Shamrocks. The Dublin teams have always had cool jerseys. Yeah, these are some of the best ones, without a doubt. Green jerseys, black pants, that just looks sick. The Tigers, Tom Brady is still here at 45. The all-orange is interesting. I feel like the all-orange would look better in-game, and it does look cool here. But I think the all-orange will look really cool in-game. And I like the stripes on the shoulder pads. It actually feels like, you know, tiger stripes. And last but not least, we have the Orlando Wizards. So what is that? 10 relocation teams this year? I think last year we had 8. Yeah, I like the colors. I've always thought the logos being bigger on helmets was cooler, like this. I don't know how I feel about the yellow jersey numbers, but other than that, I like them. Here's our season recap thing. The OFL Bowl MVP was, shocker, Josh Allen. Who could have seen that one coming? And then what else do we want? We want retirements. Are retirements not in this stage? Oh, they're not. Oh, yeah. Can we check regression? I don't think we can check any of that. Huh. Well, I'll save it in Sim a week. Okay. I didn't realize it was the next week, but yeah, with the staff thing now in the offseason, yeah. Back, I guess dinner is still not a thing. Can we call the Tigers home jerseys the Cheez-It uniforms? I approve that. I approve. Okay, retirements are now here. Which overdrafted player is going to call it a career? Calais Campbell, I don't know how early he was picked. Ben Roethlisberger's done. Ryan Fitzpatrick retires. Okay, so really nobody good. Yeah, no, this is a very weak class. Like, Delaney Walker in his prime was good, but he's not good now. AP, Frank Gore, Cameron Wake, Larry Fitz. And can we check regression by chance? Where would that be? Had they taken the regression screen out of the game? Is that not in the game anymore? Huh? Am I just blind? Hold on. Where would it be? Where would regression be? It wouldn't be in league history. Where would regression be? Am I just really stupid right now? I don't know where they would put it. It's not going to be in the just lineup, won't be in depth chart, won't be in rosters, not re-signings, not salaries, not improved team, not injury report. So where else would regression be? Managed team, I think, is stuff for the owners. Stadium, team value, finances, marketing, fan happiness, team success. It won't be in staff. It won't be in upgrades. It won't be in scout college players. It won't be anywhere. It's not a big deal because you'll see the roster video. You'll see all the ratings still. But I would still like to have it. Oh, well, I guess they took it out of the game, which is really pointless. But whatever. I go through all the rosters in the roster video. You'll be able to tell who ended up regressing. So that'll end the stream. Hope everybody enjoyed. Kansas City Chiefs, OFL Bowl champs to start the year. God damn, they're an 87 overall. No wonder they won. So I'm going to have the roster video up hopefully tonight. I'll have the re-signings hopefully following that as well. It's not going to be a good free agency class. Keep in mind, all the players everybody are going to have to re-sign are like not good. So it's not going to be a great free agency class, but everybody's probably still going to have a few guys they want to keep back, a few guys they'll want in the free agency class. But obviously the big point of this offseason will be the draft, which I'll figure out more so what to do once I get the draft class from FG, which I have no clue how far along he is on that. So I'll probably be in contact with him in the next couple days, and I'll be able to figure that all out. So yeah, that'll end the stream. I hope everybody enjoyed, and we'll be back for the draft, which I have no clue when will be, but I'll let you guys know.